The Vice-Chancellor has failed in his duty and is hereby removed, effective immediately. And as for the student, Amaka is hereby expelled and the other two will be suspended.
It was convocation day, a day most students dreamed about from their first year. A day of celebration, of gowns and smiles, of proud parents and loud applause. The university field was decorated with banners. Graduates sat in long rows, caps straight, gowns flowing. Parents cheered, cameras flashed. The Vice-Chancellor smiled like everything was perfect. And among the graduating students sat Kyra. Quiet Kyra. The girl they mocked. The girl they tripped in the cafeteria. The girl whose wig did not bounce. She sat calmly, hands folded on her lap. No flashy wig, no loud makeup, no designer bag, just silence. Nobody knew that in her small handbag, Kyra carried something heavier than any certificate. The truth. Then it happened. The MC adjusted the microphone and said, "Next we will hear from one of our freshers who will speak on the topic Integrity and the Future of Education." Kyra's name was called. Murmurs spread through the crowd. Huh? Isn't that the poor girl? What does she have to say? Kyra stood up. Her legs shook, but her face was steady. She climbed the steps to the podium. She looked at the crowd. She saw faces that laughed at her, faces that poured water on her, faces that called her names. She took a deep breath and she began. "Good afternoon," she said. Her voice was soft but clear. "My name is Kyra." Polite applause followed. She paused. "I was asked to speak about integrity," she continued, "and for a long time I wondered, is integrity still alive in our schools?" The crowd went quiet. Kyra looked straight ahead and said, "I watched students who never attended classes pass exams easily. I watched others bribe their way to success. I watched lecturers trade grades for money and for favors." Gasps. Parents shifted in their seats. Kyra swallowed. "And when I refused to join them," she said, "I was punished." Then she did something nobody expected. She raised her phone. "I have evidence," Kyra said. Screens behind the stage lit up. Pictures appeared. A lecturer collecting money, tiny exam papers hidden in pockets, a lecturer handing scripts in exchange for cash, students partying while claiming poverty, a head of department entering a hotel with a student. The field erupted. Shouts, whispers, chaos. Kyra continued. "These are not rumors," she said. "These are not lies. These are things I saw, things I recorded, things I reported." She turned slightly. "I reported them to lecturers. They dismissed me. I reported them to the head of department. He dismissed me." Her voice cracked. "And instead of investigating, I was failed. I was mocked. I was silenced." Kyra's eyes found Amaka, Tessie, and Ruth in the crowd. "You mocked me because my wig didn't bounce," she said. "You tripped me in the cafeteria. You poured water on me. You wrote insults on my clothes." The girls shifted uncomfortably. "But today," Kyra said, "the truth is standing." Some parents stood up. Some clapped. Some shouted. The Vice-Chancellor's smile disappeared. Suddenly, security guards moved toward the stage. Kyra froze. She hadn't expected this. The microphone was cut. A guard touched her arm. He said, "Come with us." The crowd erupted. "Let her speak. Why are you stopping her? What is the school hiding?" Kyra was led away. Her heart raced. She thought, "I did it. I finally said the truth." But she didn't know the price yet. Kyra stood in the Vice-Chancellor's office. The room was cold, quiet, heavy. The VC sat behind his desk. Beside him stood Amaka, Tessie, and Ruth. They looked confident, smiling. The VC cleared his throat. "Kyra," he said, "these allegations are serious." Kyra nodded. I know, she replied. That's why I brought proof. Amaka laughed. Sir, she said, these pictures are fake. They are doctored. Tessie added, she has always been jealous of us. Ruth nodded. She wants attention. Kyra's chest tightened. They are lying, she said. I submitted everything to the school already. The VC leaned back. We will investigate, he said slowly. But for now, you've embarrassed the institution. Kyra frowned. Sir, isn't the truth more important than embarrassment? Silence. Then the door opened. A man walked in. Expensive agbada. Heavy presence. It was Amaka's father, one of the school's biggest sponsors. He didn't sit. Why is my daughter's name being dragged through the mud, he thundered. Why is a nobody allowed to humiliate her on convocation day? The room went quiet. Kyra felt small. The VC stood up immediately. Please, sir, calm down. Amaka's father pointed at Kyra. Expel her, or I withdraw every kobo I've ever donated to this school. He threatened fire and brimstone. Kyra finally understood. This was never about truth. The VC sighed. Kyra, he said, for the sake of peace, you are suspended. Kyra's heart shattered. Suspended. Not the girls, not the lecturers. Ha! You will go home, the VC continued. We will contact you. Security was called to escort her out. Kyra walked out slowly. Nobody looked at her. She thought exposing the truth was all she needed, but power said otherwise. Kyra returned home quietly. When her mother asked, "Why are you home?" Kyra forced a smile. "I just came to visit." Her parents believed her, but her younger sister didn't. That night, a friend from school called. She told her everything, the speech, the arrest, the suspension. The sister froze. She told her parents. The next morning, Kyra's parents called her into the living room. Their faces were serious. "Kyra," her father said softly, "sit down." Her mother's eyes were red. "Why did you lie to us?" she asked. Kyra froze with shock. How did they know? Kyra sat quietly on the couch at home. Her head was bowed. Her hands trembled slightly. Across the room, her father stood in silence. A dangerous silence, the kind that comes before a storm. When Kyra finished telling her story, no one spoke for a long time. Then her father asked quietly,
And that's how it all
Who
happened.
touched you, Kyra?
Daddy, go, I know what you can do, and I don't want anyone to suffer because of me.
Kyra, this is not about suffering. This is about injustice. I cannot sit and fold my hands and watch my daughter be bullied.
Please, Daddy, I've already gone through enough. I just want peace.
No, if I let this go, then I have failed you as a father.
That same night, he picked up his phone and booked an appointment with the school
Set up a
board.
meeting with the board of directors. First thing tomorrow morning, everyone must be there and tell them I will be there physically.
Daddy, please.
Is this why you asked me to let you study anonymously?
No, Daddy, but...
Don't worry, get some rest. I'll take it from here.
The next morning, the school boardroom was alive with activity. Leather chairs, long polished table, smiling faces. They welcomed him warmly.
Sir, it's an honor. We didn't know you were coming physically for real. I'm here because my daughter was unjustly suspended. Sir, I think there's been a mistake. We don't recall suspending anyone related to you.
Perhaps she's exaggerating. Kyra's father leaned forward. My daughter, he said slowly, was humiliated, harassed, and punished for telling the truth. They exchanged glances. Then one of them asked casually, "What is your daughter's name?" Kyra's father paused, then said, "Kyra." The room froze. Shock hit them like thunder. Eyes widened, mouths fell open. "Kyra," someone whispered. The Kyra? The same girl they called poor. The same girl they ignored. The same girl they suspended. One board member stood up abruptly. Sir, we didn't know. We swear we didn't know." Kyra's father stood.
That is the problem. Because you thought she was a nobody, you decided to treat her that way?
He didn't raise his voice. He didn't shout. He simply made a call. The police arrived. The lecturer who assaulted Kyra was arrested on the spot. Handcuffs clicked. The room shook. Then Kyra's father turned back to the board.
The Vice-Chancellor has failed in his duty and is hereby removed, effective immediately. And as for the student, Amaka is hereby expelled and the other two will be suspended.
No arguments, no debates. Even Amaka's proud father, the man who once threatened fire and brimstone, could not say a word. For the first time, power met greater power and lost. News spread like wildfire. The whole school was in shock. Kyra,
I'm
the
sorry,
owner's
please forgive
daughter,
me. It's the devil's handwork,
heiress,
please.
Nobody could believe it. The same Kyra they mocked, the same Kyra they tripped, the same Kyra they ignored. She returned to campus quietly. No sirens, no convoy, just Kyra. When she walked into class, everyone stared. Lola stood up slowly, her eyes wide.
Kyra, you mean all this time? I just wanted real friends. I'm proud of you, and I'm sorry you had to go through all that.
Let's
The
review the
school
key
changed.
points from yesterday.
New administration,
I think the meeting is in the
new
main hall.
rules, new discipline. Lecturers became careful. Students became serious. Justice returned. And Kyra, the girl they once laughed at, became the girl everyone wanted to know. But she didn't change. She didn't become cruel. She didn't seek revenge. She stayed kind. Because Kyra didn't want fear to rule the school. She wanted fairness. They thought she was poor. They thought she was weak. They thought because she was poor, because her life didn't matter. But they were wrong. Because true power doesn't announce itself. It observes. It waits. And when it finally speaks, the whole world listens. This is Kyra's story. And this time, justice won.